Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at both of the Road to Kalos as well as the GO Tour, which is going to be both happening next week. The Road to Kalos, of course, going to be before the GO Tour for the week itself, for the 23rd until the 27th. We're going to have a lot of raids with a lot of cool backgrounds and some signature moves as well as some special spawns. And then we're going to have afterwards, of course, the GO Tour, where we're going to talk about everything, and we're going to have also a tier list where you're going to rank the spawns and what you want to have, what you don't really want to focus on too much as well. And so yeah, stay tuned for that. There's a lot to talk about, and we can move on here first with the Road to Kalos. We're not going to rank anything here because there's not that much to rank. I want to just see that everything is also on the screen. I'm just going to change this here real quick. Perfect. We're going to have here, of course, a new costume Pokemon, which is going to be interesting. We have a different kind of, basically regions prior, which makes a lot of sense. Like we have February 23rd, we have Kanto, then we have Johto, then we have Hone, then we have Sinnoh, then we have Unova. So like the regions prior we're all gonna get. And with that, we're going to get special raids where we're also going to have special backgrounds. And thanks to here, Galax, by the way, all the graphics always from Galax. We see also the kind of new special backgrounds here, which is kind of cool. We have like the team logos for the Zapdos, Articuno, as well as the Moltres. I think it's only a chance. They're not guaranteed, as it says here as well. For the Shadow Lugia and Shadow Ho-Oh, which is actually really cool. I would really recommend you to try to do those raids because they're not that common. They're going to be on the 24th. We're going to have also cool backgrounds there, which are inspired by some artwork as well that we had before, like Pokemon Pocket. I feel like it's really like the same as we had there. But it's very cool. We're going to have, for Hoenn, of course, the primal Pokemon, which is really cool. For Sinnoh, we're going to have, also kind of I think it's also primal, isn't it? It's the origin forms, never mind. The origin forms for Dialga and Palkia, as well as the normal forms, depending on when the raids are. And then for the Unova Tour, like the Nova Day, we're going to have the Zekrom and the Reshiram, as well as also Kyurem, which is going to be cool, and Kyurem Black and Kyurem White, so you can get the Kyurem energy as well. So basically, this is the perfect event to catch up. This is the perfect event for if you haven't played all of the years previously, to catch up on what happens during those tours, where we usually get like something crazy special that's only really available here. This happened kind of throughout, especially the last three. I would even say that the shadows, because there were special shadows that we got throughout the Johto GO Tour, were kind of special. At least that was kind of cool. And I think we even got like a special Shadow Mewtwo released for the Kanto one. So all of this kind of comes back here, which is kind of nice. And basically, I feel like this is going to be a great event for you to catch up if you want to raid, if you don't have those Pokemon yet. And I feel like it's really cool with the background as well. So I like the idea behind it. The spawns themselves here, they're kind of not really something that you have to focus on. It's mainly the starter type Pokemon. Some of them going to be available, by the way, as well throughout the entire GO Tour, which we want to talk about as well. The other spawns are just like some random Pokemon that honestly don't really have too much of an impact here. Otherwise, we're going to have the hedge distance reduced, which is kind of nice. We're going to have also remote raid pass limit is going to be 30 instead of, I think, 10 it's currently. And there will be no limit throughout the GO Tour itself. But honestly, I don't really know what the GO Tour we're going to talk about as well. We're going to have here the daily field and time research task, which is going to be interesting. So like that's going to be nice for that event, a special research task. And then we're going to have here also that, of course, legendary Pokemon are guaranteed to know their signature moves, except for the Dialga Origin, Palkia Origin, Kyurem, which only have a chance of getting them. And especially for Dialga and Palkia, it's very sad because you have no other chance of getting the move on them for whatever reason. For Kyurem, you can just use an Elite Team, you're still going to get Glaciate. But I know why we don't have that for the Palkia as well as Dialga, which doesn't really make too much sense. Anyway, we're going to get a pass where you have some free stuff as well, which you can get, which is kind of nice. And then you have the paid version where you're going to have an encounter with Hoopa if you haven't got this Pokemon yet. You're going to get a few more cells for Zygarde, which is kind of nice, which I guess a lot of people would like as well. But yeah, you have to kind of depend that you're going to get the Lucky Trinket as well if you want to have a Lucky Trade, for example, and you get some exclusive items that you can only get throughout this event, basically, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's for $15, which is honestly for a pass that's going to go on. I think it's just for literally this 1 week. It's just honestly not that great. It's not that great. It's like for $15, it's quite a bit. I feel like this is quite a lot for just some digital items, but that is, of course, not for me to judge. If you think it differently, then yeah, it's fine. Anyway, otherwise, you're going to have the global GO Tour coming up now, so definitely be prepared for this one. We're going to get a shiny boost on only 5 Pokemon. Yeah. if you have no ticket. This is completely free. Everything you see is free. What is down here is where the ticket starts. And here, for example, you have $10 for the weekend, where you're gonna get a special research, where you're gonna get increased shiny chance, which is kind of cool. We're going to be able to get snapshot encounters with the, I guess here, Latias and Latios, which is kind of interesting. And you're going to be able to have also time research where you're going to be able to get some exclusive trim for Furfur, which is kind of funny, as well as you're going to get the shiny density masterwork research. So like you have quite a bit of a package here. Usually like those shiny mythical Pokemon are always behind a paywall, and that shiny density is going to be very special because mythical Pokemon are very difficult to get in shiny in the main series games, and you can even transfer them over. But this is already for the paid part. Let's take a look at the free part. We're going to get Yveltal and the Xerneas as raids. And here's the issue. This is going to be all the raids that we're going to get. And, yeah, I don't know. It's not really a lot like you had before, like those different kind of form Pokemon that can, like special releases basically, like Kyurem Black, Kyurem White. We had the origin forms. We had a lot of different kind of things. And now we don't have anything special with those Pokemon. And the reason why is just because there is nothing special. Like they didn't add anything towards them. They don't even Mega Evolve. Like they literally just had Legend ZA and they don't even Mega Evolve. They rather gave other Pokemon, like, I don't actually want to spoil it. I mean, it's out for long enough now. Like Darkrai, for example, has a Mega Evolution in that game, but not the main legendaries of the generation, which I found quite interesting. But yeah, maybe there's still going to be a surprise. This is the thing as well. This is basically what was released very early on in December, I think. And there might still be stuff being added towards it. Two things have been added, which I'm not going to talk for you in the video to watch about because they're not really that relevant. Well, yeah, they're new releases basically. There's going to be the Mega Manilma as well as the Mega Victory Bell going to be released throughout the event here as well. Like one for one day, one for the other day. Neither of those Mega Evolutions have really any play. Neither of those are very interesting. It's just like a Dex filler thing. It's not really good Mega Evolutions. There are rumors towards Mega Dragonite, but we will most likely know more already tomorrow towards if this is going to get released, because we're going to have the global tour starting then. But, not the global tour, the in-person tour, of course, starting then, which can be kind of interesting. But yeah, the raid bosses generally, I feel like it's better to raid the week prior than this week. Those two, though, are very good for PvP. We gotta talk about it anyway. Like, they are very good, and they're also very good for anything else as well. So, like, you definitely kind of would like to get them. But what I actually like about this event are the shinies. Like, they're all very cool. Like, Halucha, we're going to get. We have the Klefki as well as the Honedge, and they're all going to be very good Pokemon to have, especially also, like, the little sword there on the right side. I would love to get the shiny of this Pokemon. It is fantastic, one of the best shinies in the game, and one of the best Pokemon currently in the Go Battle League, and I would love to get one that I can use in the Go Battle League. But this is the issue here as well. Again, this Pokemon is only getting released in 1-star raids. It's the only way, other than I think like some quests that you can do, which are very likely just raid quests again. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get Honedge in this event. I will try to do as many 1-star raids as I see, but I'm not going to remote raid them at all. Mega Pokemon will receive a CP boost, which is going to be cool for taking down other Mega Pokemon, because look at this. Below there is a list of Mega Pokemon that we're going to get that we can rank later on as well. We have the hatch distance still reduced. We're going to have the Stardust cost for trades reduced, and then we have 6 special trades. And here you see like the spawns. We're going to go through them as well, but here just to see, we get the bat in literally every single hour, which is going to be a bit annoying. There are a few Pokemon I think that are kind of more... Is it just Noivern? I think it's just actually this Pokemon. I thought there were more Pokemon that had double appearances, but just this one for whatever reason. Oh, there's still also Eevee. Eevee is also one of them that's Swarmint. But yeah, this is going to be it here for kind of the spawns we want to talk about on how strong they actually are. We're going to get here 2 km X for some of the Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions, which you see here. We have 5 km X. Yeah, basically all Flybaby colors can be available from the 5 km X. So like if you want to complete your set, this is kind of cool because you're going to be able to get the other colors that you might not be able to get by this. I assume even like the regional locked ones most likely going to be behind them. 10 km X are either the new shinies, which we have here, or it's going to be the regional Pokemon that also have a Mega Evolution, which is kind of what we have. And then we have here a field research test, either Pikachu or like Honedge or some more, which is kind of interesting. And then we're going to be able to get here basically as well exclusive basically from the instance itself. You're going to be able to get the unknowns, which is going to be kind of cool. Also, Root's going to have like the Flabibi more often, which is cool. And you can collect you can do up to 25 roots a day to collect Zygarde cells. So you get up to 25 Zygarde cells for the day. I don't know, like I don't like roots. I'm not mostly not going to go for 25 roots throughout that event, but that is what it is. For this event as well, here you see of course the times for them. In the middle of them, there is usually they have for the 8 hours always 4 different areas. In this case, because Kalos is actually a very small generation. This was kind of the generation that shifted Pokemon from the 2D to the 3D era, and because it took them a lot of effort to redo all the modeling, they actually didn't put a lot of Pokemon into the generation, which makes it very difficult to split them up even into 3, as we see here. They're very small areas here now. And as you can see here, there's going to be 2 times where all habitats are available at the same time, so all of the Pokemon are spawning at the same time, which is from 1 PM to 2 PM and from 5 PM to 6 PM. And this is kind of here it for this one. And now what we can do here is just go ahead and rank them. Those are all the spawns, all the Mega Pokemon that are available outside of Mega Victreebel and Mega Malamar. Those are honestly not that great anyway. I would put them very low. But also, I have to change it real quick because otherwise you're not going to see anything. We're going to have here, yeah, just go fast through it. Like, this is a good Pokemon to have. The same goes for Venusaur. They're all very nice Pokemon to have. They're good to have. They're not must-haves. But, like, those Megas are all very good. Like, they're all very much viable. I would say that, yeah, like, this one is more of a filler. Blaster is more of a bulky Mega Pokemon. They are way better Water-type Pokemon, especially because if you think about it, you always kind of want to have, like, Pokemon that have dual typing minimum in order to get multiple candy bonuses. Like, what I mean with minimum, there's like the Rayquaza, the Groudon, and the Kyogre, who all give 3, I think. I think Rayquaza was bugged for a long time. I'm not too sure if they fixed it ever, but yeah, that's kind of what it's supposed to be. Yeah, basically here, Pidgey, they're all very good. Like, they're all very good. Like, for example, here, the Pikachu is nice because it's a new costume. That's, for example, what you can say. I would say that Kangaskhan isn't a great Mega. We're going to have Scizor, which is actually kind of nice to have. It is cool, but like it's generally like it is what it is. Eevee is honestly more filler. It's because of Sylveon, but like it's not the greatest Pokemon. If you don't have an Umbreon yet, I guess you can get yourself a good Umbreon with it. Mega Scizor is a cool Mega. Again, it has some sort of attack power there as well. Same goes for Heracross. Heracross itself is kind of cool because you're going to be able to, yeah, just generally have a Pokemon that's regional here. We have Larvitar, of course. That's actually kind of very important. This is a very good Mega Pokemon that I would really recommend you to get. Very much worth it. We have like those starters, which generally, like, this one is more filler. It's not really that great. This one is also not the greatest, but like it's still a nice Mega because you have dual typing. Blaziken actually got buffed quite significantly for PvP recently, so they're all, like, most of them are actually going to be in the good half tier. That's what you're going to see. We have 2 times apparently this Pokemon here, which is fine, but yeah, this is also, again, Swampert is going to be in good half. It's, for example, way better Water-type Mega than the Blasters. Like, rather go for Swampert. Like, it's just better. It's just better. We have Rolls, which is, again, they're all basically good to have. Like, this is the thing as well. Like, it's all good Mega Pokemon. Mega Pokemon are always kind of good, and a lot of them have some play in PvP as well. We have Absol. It's actually really bad. Absol is actually really bad. I don't really like this Pokemon at all. For that kind of reason, it has a new Mega Pokemon though coming up soon, like a Mega Form there, where I think it even changes the typing, which is kind of interesting. Salamence, very important Pokemon for like the Megas, just generally. I think it's a good Pokemon. We have Beldum, which is very good for PvP as well, and also Metagross, of course, is a fantastic Pokemon to have as well. Would really recommend you. The Luddies are both very cool. They're also nice types with Dragon and Psychic for the candy bonuses. Garchomp is one of the most powerful Mega Pokemon right now, especially as a rate attacker. Gallade, it's okay. Like, I would just put it in here because like you can just get it all at the same time, which is kind of nice. Lucario has the Mega Form. That's why I kind of messed up putting it in here. It's a very strong Mega type, but very much of a glass kind of just gonna put into good to have. We have the new starters. They're nice for, like, this. Those are nice for different reasons because they're going to have a Mega Evolution eventually, which is kind of nice. Froakie is actually really good because it's good in PvP. The other 2 are okay. Chespin you could put kind of up there as well, but Froakie is, in my opinion, better. Diggersby is nice for PvP. Fletchling is nice for PvP. Litleo is sometimes cool. Maybe in the future is kind of more where it fits. We have Flabébé, which is one of the strongest Pokemon currently in PvP. Absolutely needed. This one needs a move update in order to be strong. We have Pancham, which is really good right now. Like, a really good Pokemon in the current meta. And I just actually can put this one down here real quick. And then you're going to see the entire list, which makes more sense. And we have this is just cool for the different trims that you're going to be able to get. This one gonna get a new Mega, so like it's cool for that reason. We have this one, which is an absolute beast. I like this Pokemon a lot. I definitely like this one in the #1 spot. We're going to have here some Pokemon that are mainly filler, like those fairy types. Most they will never have a lot of play. Malamar is really good in PvP, has also a new Mega again. I would most put actually more here because I would play the non-shadow version, but actually the shadow actually needs to be here. It's good to have. It's good. Malamar is really good in PvP anyway. More Mega Pokemon. They're all going to have new Mega forms coming up. This one is an absolute filler. This one is an absolute filler. This one is also mainly filler. Tyrant isn't really good. Well, Amora is really nice. Halucha is great because it's a new shiny. We have the Denny, which is honestly at this point, maybe in the future, needs a buff again. It got nerfed so hard that nobody wants to run it. Carbink is still a cool Pokemon, but it's just a worse version of Bastiodon. We're kind of rushing through here right now a little bit. We have Gumi coming in next, which is going to be a Pokemon again that is actually very cool for PvP, but it's not like broken by any means. Doesn't have a new Mega or anything like this. Klefki, cool because of the shiny, cool because of the regional, but that's it. I have to put both Phantom as well as the Gourgeist here into good health. I think they're both great grass and ghost type Pokemon. I like them both a lot. I feel like both of them are worth it. Maybe in the future the Ice Table has more play as well. Needs a bit of a different fast move. That's basically all. We have the Noivern, which is really bad. I know we already have like kind of the final bits here. Of course, all the legendaries are kind of very nice to have, and Diancie is a good to have Pokemon. It's not the strongest. The Mega Evolution of it is kind of nice though, and that's kind of my tier list already. Like this was just me speeding through it a little bit. I feel like that's kind of more accurate. I would not really focus too much on like something like a Blastoise or whatever because it's not a good Pokemon. Like it's not good as a Mega at least. Like it's very good for PvP. That's why I kind of have them split up as well. I feel like it's kind of accurate. It is what it is. Like Pidgeot itself maybe could go a little bit further down. We'll say also more of a filler. Pidgeot, it wouldn't be something that you use in just raids generally. So I can kind of go over that one a little bit. But the rest is, I honestly, like, they're all very cool. They're all very nice. You very likely wouldn't use the Charizard too much either. You would rather use the other Charizard, which has more firepower, is a bit more stronger attacking wise. But otherwise, I'm actually kind of fine with how this turned out. And I feel like that kind of makes a lot of sense. And that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like. And I will see you then. Bye bye.